Welcome to Lessons from History, because it is possible for humanity to stop making mistakes if it would just try. Today's event is the Edict of Milan, which ended persecution of various religions, most prominently Christianity, within the Roman Empire. Now, can you remember when it was? That's right, 313 AD. Well done. The mnemonic device was Christians being freed, and when they run off in joy, their footprints spell out the date. Maybe to further embed this in your head, maybe you could recall the sound of, I don't know, Dr. Zoidberg, the one that he makes when he runs off, and overlay that over the image of Christians running away. It's a bit funny, hopefully not disrespectful, but it kind of further embeds it in your head, that sort of silliness. So what's the lesson here? Well, it's simple. When a government persecutes a group of people, it's most likely because they've messed up royally. You see, the Christians and other religions were persecuted at certain points in the empire's history because things were not going very well for the empire. Someone had messed up. When Rome burned, for example, Nero blamed the Christians, and by directing the people's anger to them, and not Nero, Nero could keep on playing music unperturbed. In 132 to 136, Simon Bar Kokhba, during the Second Jewish Revolt, persecuted Christians because they wouldn't join the revolt. So, had he revolted, something would probably not go well for him. Check the last time that happened in 70 AD. And so he kind of had someone to blame. He had a scapegoat because he could say, I'm persecuting them because they're not joining the revolt. That's why it's going wrong. Emperor Decius, before starting a war with the Carpi and the Goths, wanted divine favours, and he persecuted Christians when they failed to offer sacrifices. That way, he now had someone to blame if the war went badly. Those Christians who didn't do those sacrifices, etc., etc. Today, governments tend to blame immigrants when they've messed up. Something's gone wrong with the economy or societal breakdown. I know, we'll blame those people who don't have power, and we'll make them the problem. And the reason why this is bad is that they try to deal with the immigration problem when it's not the problem. The problem is them. They've messed up, and they need to go and be changed. Humanity, incapable of learning anything. This leads me to point out something else. Persecution, of course, happens because of just straight up bigotry and prejudice, and all kinds of different forms of that. But other historical events that I'll cover in this series will deal with that lesson. So let's get back to today's lesson, that if the government is blaming someone because something's gone wrong, that can lead you to say this government is the one who actually messed up. They're the ones who need to go. Don't accept their blame, who they're blaming, because they have all the power. They're the government. How can they blame someone else for something? They're the ones who do everything. It's up to them to make the changes that need to be made, not just blame someone. In a democracy, it's okay to blame the government, and for the government to accept its mistakes and change. Otherwise, we have to change them. The actual problems will never get solved if we just accept who they're blaming as the problem and we target them. So remember, if the government is blaming someone else, it's probably their fault things are going badly. Thanks for watching.